Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm NeoBrian, and this is the second part of my studio setup videos. The first one, I basically went around the studio and showed you the video setup. Link right here. I'll also put it at the end of this video. And this time, I'm going to show you basically what I do for video editing. As you can see, I've got my laptop here. Now, what I use for recording is Marilla's Action. It was about $30 for that, but it's really good software. I've been very, very happy with it. Definitely worth the money, in my opinion. And then for editing, I used to use Corel Visual Studio, and it's okay. It doesn't have a lot of the options of the software that I'm using now, but it was fairly easy to use and easy to learn. I don't remember how expensive that one is. Seems like $25, $30 on Amazon, but don't quote me on that. Look it up. What I use is Movie Studio Platinum 12, and this is a Sony software program that is basically Sony Vegas stripped down. So I highly encourage this one. This one cost me $40 on Amazon.com, and that was, in my opinion, it has been well worth the money. I would love to get Sony Vegas, but that one I think is $400 or $500. I don't know. Again, don't quote me on that. That's off the top of my head when I was looking. It was more than I can afford. That was the biggest problem when looking at that. But Movie Studio Platinum has been incredibly useful. And there are so many tutorials on YouTube. I would encourage you, go check them out, or watch this one. Sony Vegas is what you would want to look up, because a lot more people are using Sony Vegas and uploading videos. So Sony Vegas, how-to, chroma key, something like that, and you will get quite a few videos that are going to be helpful. Especially when you're first learning the software, I highly recommend that. So let's get into Sony Vegas. Oh, I don't know if you saw it on the desktop, but Audacity is free software and does a remarkable job of audio editing. So that's typically what I use for my audio. So let's get into this. Here is Movie Studio Platinum 12. And of course, first thing we need to do is import all of the things that we need. So File, Import Media, and then let's go to my videos. And I've got a short 4-second intro I like to put on my videos. You've probably seen it if you watch my videos. Well, I'll actually have it on this video, so you just saw it. Let's go ahead and get my outro there. Drop those files in. And then let's get... And what I'm editing is, I'm actually right now editing the first studio setup video so that you guys can kind of watch. And there it is. I think the first one was garbage, but I don't remember. So I'm going to select all those and drop those in. Now, because I'm using a green screen, I'm going to have to probably bring in another channel. That way I can do different effects. The basic layout, it's mostly self-explanatory. You've got your channels over here, a lot of channels. That was a hard thing for me when I came to this, was using multiple channels. I don't mind a couple of channels, but too many, and I don't know. I'm just not used to it, I guess. But they basically give you standard text, video overlay, video, voice, scroll down a little bit, music, and sound effects. But you can right-click over here on any of these and insert video track. Go down here to voice, right-click, insert audio track. So you can add, I don't know if there is a limit, maybe whatever your computer can handle. You see down here, because I brought in these videos, it's actually importing them right now. So I know that my intro will go at the beginning, so let's drop that right there. So it's just a drag and drop kind of program, easy to use. All right, and then these will be next. I have 4 of these files. As I mentioned, I think the first one is just garbage. I get a lot, you know, and you look at this, what do I have here? I have 35 and a half minutes worth of video. You can see that right up here. This is the time. And I can scroll, you can scroll in and out here to make it smaller. Now I can see my whole video in this channel. This 35-minute video, I'm probably going to turn into somewhere between 7 and 10 minutes long. So there's quite a bit that's going to be cut out of it. It's not unusual for a video, especially when you're setting up a vlog. I suppose if you're exceptional and you can get, like, you know, first shot kind of, here it is and I'm done, great for you. I typically don't have that. Okay, my headphones, I like my headphones. I actually sprung quite a bit of money. I think they were $70, which was a pretty, That's a lot to spend, in my opinion, on headphones. But they're professional Sony MDR7506, which when I did my research, this was kind of a standard for professional audio. And so this is what I use. It's got some decent noise cancellation. It's got very clear sound. So it's handy for doing that. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start playing through this, and I'm going to cut it in places. And I'll show you real quick. I haven't cleaned up the sound yet. So you can probably hear in the background the sound's not very good. Yeah, I'm just going to jump ahead. That's me just kind of setting the studio up. You can see in the sound channel I haven't set anything yet, so let's jump up to the sound. Okay. I do that so that I can bring my audio and video in line together. Often isn't necessary what that's basically my clacker. Hey guys, NeoBrian here, and I am going to talk to you today about my studio setup. I'm going to jump up to this next one because I really thought that first one was a waste.
It's not too far down the road.
So that is pretty much it. That's my... All right, nope, that's well into it. Oh no, I see what it is. I do. The very first one was kind of garbage. Yeah, and you can see I didn't really talk in this at all, so let's delete that one and we'll pick up the rest. I just do a shift click to select all of these and just bump it up right to my intro. I'm scrolling in and out with the mouse to get a closer and farther out view there, by the way. I apologize if that's confusing. All right, yeah, and actually I do want that on video overlay because I will actually put a background, at least for part of it, when I start up. So, okay, so the next thing I'm going to get up here to where I'm talking, and it looks like I kind of like the start of this. So let me go to the hello, NeoBrian here. Hey. See, that's pretty good. Okay, so I use my arrow keys. I can go frame by frame and back out. Like it right there. See, I'm looking at the camera, not looking at the camera. So I'm going to go forward where I'm looking at the camera. Just going to right click on that line and split. Now I can remove all that garbage. Kind of the same thing, scroll back out to get to the end, scroll back in, boom. See, this is cool. You look at this, I mean, just the frivolous stuff there, I've already cut off like 4 minutes of video, so. All right, well that I guess is where I'm going to stop because I want to go kind of quickly through this, and I'm not going to bore you with, you saw how to split. I basically will split on the rest of this video areas that I like or that I don't like. Some things, you know, if you got to watch this, you would see I did a few takes because I would start to speak and then I'd be like, oh, I didn't like that. And so then I would try it again. And so I'll basically cut out all of the bad parts, leaving only the good parts, connect them together in the way that I like, and I will come back in just a little bit and you will see what I have there. All right.
1 hour later.
So I've done a lot of the editing. I've pulled out a lot of the superfluous stuff, the things that I don't really want in the video. And now the way that I often record, one of my trade secrets, I enjoy making people laugh. I enjoy being humorous. And videos like this one, it's more informational. It's not very funny. So I try to put a few humorous things here and there, just kind of sprinkled throughout, just give it a little bit of levity. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll sit like this and I'll record whatever it is I want to say. And then when I'm done, I just goof off for a little while. And so you see I've got some bits right here. I've already put 2 of them in, and then I just kind of decide where I want them to be. So I've got 5 bits here. This one's kind of funny. I'm dancing with a minion. This one is one where I'm talking about the future so bright I gotta wear shades. So that one I should put in the lighting section. So I'm going to just move that out and get in the lighting section and figure out where I'd like to put that one.
This lighting setup.
Here's what I'm talking about. Yep, that's where I'm talking about lighting.
You can see.
Yep, and I've got lighting there too. So I'm just going to put it between these 2. So basically I'm going to select that one, go to the end, and do a shift click so that I select all of those, and I move them out just a little ways. And then I grab the little nugget I put on the end and drag it in and drop it right there. Now, if you can't tell, I use the scrolling key. As I mentioned previously, if I scroll in, it makes everything bigger. If I scroll out, I can see more of the timeline, which I like. This is actually the next video that I'll be working on. So what I do is it always centers on wherever that line is. So like I want to be in that lighting area, which was somewhere in here, I think. So I scroll in. Yep, that's exactly where. See that? I can see the overlap right here and right there. I don't want those overlaps, so I draw that out. And the overlapping is kind of nice. It just gives kind of a crossfade effect automatically. But I like the sudden change better than the crossfade. So basically, I've got my thing here. I scroll out, do a shift click to select it all, scroll back in so that I can get a little bit more detailed view, and basically pop it out there. So
I think it helped a lot. Now the only other problem I have is kind of a front light.
These lights are so bright. I gotta wear shades. Gotta wear shades. So what I do is I've got this. I kind of went in the middle of a thought, didn't it?
I think it helped a lot. Now the only other problem I have is kind of a.
So I need to cut that before I start talking about the front light.
I think it helped a lot. Now the only.
Right there. So I'm scrolling in so I can see that sound line there at the bottom. Let's split that. Now let's move this so that it lines up here. And then we'll come back and move this here. I'm going to cut this a little shorter too. One of the problems with trying to be funny is a lot of times it's all about timing. And so if you're doing a joke like future or the light's so bright I got to wear shades, I know it's a stupid joke. So if it's stupid and you know it's stupid, number one, maybe you should cut it. Number two, if you really do want to keep it, and I do, because even though it's stupid, I think it's funny. If you really do want to keep it, find a way to cut it down so it's just as small of a blip as possible. That way it's still funny, people are getting it, but the people that are like, that was stupid, you haven't really wasted more than a couple of seconds of their time. Now the dialogue alone. These lights are so bright, I gotta wear shades. See, that's kind of funny. Let's cut it there. Maybe, actually, let's just cut it there. Gotta wear shades. The second line is just a repeat. So, for the sake of comedy, because it's a stupid joke, let's make this as short as possible. And let's see what the effect is now. And there's nothing wrong with that. And seriously, if you're trying to be funny and, you're like me, honestly, I act like a complete idiot. I know that. Some people don't even find that funny. I'm okay with that. But for even those that do find it funny, if it's a stupid or bad joke, make it quick. Make it brief. Nobody wants to watch a long, stupid or bad joke.
I think have helped a lot.
These lights are so bright, I gotta wear shades.
Now the only other problem I have.
See that it's still a little bit long. I'm going to see if I can cut this pause. And the pause is important for the song, but it may not be important for the joke. So let's just split this and see what it sounds like. And guys, video editing, it really is experimentation. So do this kind of stuff. Seriously. And timing is important. I mean, I know a lot of amateurs out there like myself who are trying to be funny that just have a stupid joke and they do it and they throw it in and it's 2 minutes long and it should have been about 5 seconds. 5 second long, something stupid, it would have been hilarious. 2 minutes long, everyone's shutting the video off. So bright, gotta wear shades. Oh, cut that one off a little early. So let's just Control Z. Okay. I think, yeah, that's it. This is probably going to be a long tutorial. I mean, this is getting kind of in-depth in what I do. I gotta wear shades. Okay, short, funny. I like it. All right, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to zoom through the rest of this because, again, it's just finding... I just went into great detail about how I sprinkled the little comedy bits into my videos, so that's all I'm going to do. You don't need to watch me do the rest of them. If you have deeper questions, feel free to ask me on this video, and I'll get back to you, try to answer those questions for you. Okay, so we have our final project here, and it's about 16 minutes long, which is probably twice as long as I actually wanted it to be. And of course, as a YouTuber, if you guys are YouTubers, you're aware of this. Often the longer the video, the less likely people are to watch it all the way through. But then again, this is my studio setup, so if you're interested in this content, you're probably going to watch it all the way through. And if you're not interested in this video content, you're probably not going to watch this video. Unless you're just a hardcore NeoBrian fan, then I've probably just disappointed you. Okay, so I've got the video edited the way I like. This is just an extra piece that I may use as an example. Thank you guys for being here. I hope this video was helpful to you. Remember, you're awesome and incredible. There is a plan for your life. So until next time, guys, bye-bye.